Hi, my name is Travis Maragliata from Team Buffalo Outdoors, and today I'm giving you a nice solution for the meat in your freezer. Stay tuned. You are tuned in to NJ's Leading Outdoor Channel, where new videos will be posted weekly on hunting, fishing, recipes, how-tos, and much more about the outdoors. Please click that red subscribe button right there in the corner and the bell icon right next to it so you don't miss out on new content. So what we have here, this is a Saturday, by the way, when this is being filmed. As you can see, I don't really want to touch it, but this was cooked last Sunday, so a whole week. And this is a venison roast. This is from the hind quarter of the deer, and this is one of my favorite cuts of meat to eat, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to show you a little hack, and you're probably saying, well, it's Saturday, it's a week old, and you still have it. It is a great time to use your sirloin roasts during this pandemic. When you have the meat shortages and meat factories shutting down, it's very hard to find your specific cuts of meat. We go to our freezer as outdoorsmen and we try to whip out a nice concoction. Now the sirloin roast is right on that hind quarter. I love the hind quarter. It is probably my favorite. You know, backstrap, of course, you know, I gotta throw in there, but the hind quarter, where the good stuff is. So, you know, everyone talks about backstraps, but hey, you know, the hind quarter is just as good to me. Now I'm gonna get right to it. You want to slice this thin. I slice it with a knife. I don't use a slicer because, let's be honest, a slicer is a pain in the wazoo to clean. I do have one, but I just, you know, I'm not cleaning it. And what I do is I marinate it in coconut aminos. You could do Maggi sauce if you don't mind a little gluten. Some sea salt, a couple hours before on a Sunday, and then I'll put it out and I'll add some garlic powder, Old Bay, love Old Bay, paprika, maybe a little chili powder if I want to spice it up, dill weed, curcumin, sage, and rosemary. And maybe if I'm up to it, I have done this in the past, is put on turmeric. And what these spices do, you see, fats on an animal, not a fish, they're actually extremely stable. So you don't have to really worry about a fat spoiling, but the meat develops amines, and those amines causes the meat to spoil. Now the seasoning that you put on will actually prevent the amines from the garlic, the salt, the rosemary, the turmeric if you use it. They will prevent the amines from developing. So that's a little trick I use, and plus it gives it a nice little taste to it, you know, extra little kick. So what I do to the meat is I'll put the oven on for 250 degrees, just a roast, and 250 degrees on the oven. I'll put it in, have a meat thermometer for this. About 20 minutes go by, I'll check the temperature, see where it's at. But usually this meat will take about 40 minutes. 40 to 45 minutes, and depending on how big, it could take longer, depending on how your oven cooks or whatever. So about 40 to 45 minutes for me. I want that temperature. I take it out at 120 degrees. So 120 degrees, and I'll let it sit, and I want it to rise to 125. Remember, meat, when you cook it and you let it sit, it actually keeps cooking for the next half hour. It could rise up to 5 degrees in temperature. So I'll let it rise to 125, and then I'll put the broiler on. or if it's nice out, I'll throw the grill on, and I'll throw it back in the broiler for about 2 minutes to maybe get a little sear on top. And then I'll take it out, and it's ready for the week. And if I'm searing it on the grill, quick 45 seconds, that's it. I'm actually trying to get a flare up. I'm trying to get a good char going, even though that char is not the best for you. All the HCAs and but as you could see, this has lasted me a whole week, and this roast was literally like, it could fit the whole thing in this container. So it wasn't that huge of a roast. There's gonna be, if you get a bigger deer, you're gonna get sirloin roast a lot bigger than this. This was from actually a smaller deer. But like I said, I use a nice meat knife. It's got like a little, it's not a fillet, or you can use a fillet knife if you want. And I really hold my hand on the meat, and I really try to get those thin cuts. And in the past, what's worked for me, the recipe worked for me, is you get the thin cuts, get some Swiss cheese, a little horseradish mayo, a little horseradish mustard, and get I think they call it like multi-grain like buns. You have these little, like, they're thin multi-grain thins, and you put them on that, and it's really good. Right now I'm following like a paleo plan. I did try. I've had these coconut wraps, and put the same thing with the Swiss cheese, the mustard, the horseradish mayo, and the wrap, and then I switched it over. Adjustment I made is I took out the horseradish mayo because it had soybean oil in it, and I just stuck with the horseradish mustard, and instead of Swiss cheese, I replaced it with goat cheese. It's more of a cream cheese texture instead of the Swiss cheese. Got that like savory texture. This is a savory meat, and it really comes out. Then I'll like grill it like a panini. You get a little melt, and the thing just melts in your mouth. And I had this all week, and as you can see, I still have some left. So if you have kids or whatever, and you need to pack lunch for the whole week during these trying times in COVID-19, my suggestion is, if you have some meat in the freezer and you didn't use the sirloin roast yet, this is sirloin roast, you could use a rump roast as well. Try this recipe, try this trick. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. You will never go, or never say never, but you will be going to the food market a lot less for cold cuts in the near future. As always, I'm Travis from Team Buffalo Outdoors. Keep it locked in on our channel, and stay tuned for more content. I'll see you guys later. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do so. Right there in the corner. Go ahead, it's just waiting there for you.